Okay, we're going to get started on lesson 2, and this is going to be sort of a review of what we did in the previous lesson, but we're going to be expanding on the use of style tags. So this will be a good final review before we really start diving into some more complicated tags. Our goal here is just to use a few more tags. Our assignment is to add background color to the document using a style tag, create 3 rules, and then add an indent to a paragraph using a rule. So let's do our startup information. We're going to put, remember we have our document type declaration. This is where we say that this is HTML5, so it's doc type HTML. Doesn't matter whether that's capitalized or not. And then we'll just do all of our standard tags just so that we have information here. And then I want to set up my style sheet. Alright. Now remember, let's say we're going to do background color for the document. So let's see if we can remember how we do this. We need to do a rule. We're going to be specifying, because we have a tag here called body, an element tag, we're going to use body as our selector. Remember, this is called a selector. And then I'm going to put my curly cues, and in here then I'm going to put my declaration and the value. So I want to say, alright, so I have my body, my curly cues. Now I need to put in my declaration, and my declaration is that the background color here is going to be yellow. Alright, so let's test that. Great, works exactly the way I want it to. So I've accomplished number 1 in my document. Now I want to add 3 rules. I want to add a rule for H1. Oh, see, I fell into some old habits. I'm in the style sheet. Let's put our information in here, H1. And let's say this is a header 1. And then let's put in an H2. This is a header 2, and then I want to do a paragraph, and I like using my key paragraph from the Declaration of Independence, so let's just grab that. We hold these truths to be self-evident. Oh, did Mr. O'Leary do something that we always talk about? Yes, I did. I forgot to save my work and show my webpage, so I'm going to have lost that. So let's just go back in here. H1, header 1, H2, header 2, and then paragraph. So, this is where we go back into why did we create style sheets? Well, because now I can put all the elements in there that I want and then work on the style up here. The other thing that I neglected to mention in the introduction is, if I have to write font equals this every time in every page, that is a waste of time and energy, whereas I can create a one tag and have it go throughout the entire page. And I'm going to show you in 2 days how you can create a tag in one page and have it go through hundreds and hundreds of different web pages. So let's just go through and do this. So we're going to do H1, curly Q, and then H2. And in here, I want you to actually do it the way that we said, that it doesn't matter whether you do it on the same line or not, just to demonstrate that. And then paragraph. And so here's where we've set up our rules. Now we need to put our declarations. So let's just do font family equals Arial. Font size equals, let's say, 20 pixels. And then, actually, let's do that bigger, 40 pixels. And then color equals red. Okay? So that should be good there. Then I want to do here, I want to do font family equals impact, and remember all my grammar, colon, semicolon. Let's do font size equals 30 pixels, But you can see here that I can put this all on one line if I want. And then we'll do color equals green, semicolon. And then here, let's do a font family equals Georgia. And we'll do color equals blue. And then the other thing I want to do here is I want to show you how you can add an indent to a paragraph. And the way that you can do that is let me do a quick check because I can't remember. Margin left, and then this tells me how many pixels I want to move over from the left. So margin dash left is 50 pixels. Okay? So now let's save our work and see if that works. Great. So I added a background to my color to my document. I created my header 1. I created my header 2. And then you can see that I moved my document in. It's not technically an indent because it's not just the first line, but that's something that we can do with more sophisticated, either a different type of style sheet or more sophisticated code. But this does move it in forward and position it in the document the way I want. Great. So that's it for this one. Then we're going to move on. In the next lesson, we're going to talk about how you can create your own style tags. And this is going to be very, very valuable where you can really start doing anything you want in documents. And then we're going to go through all the different declarations that we can do for different selectors like body and images and text and fonts and all that stuff. And it's going to be really exciting.